thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bar.
There you go. Give me one more. Ah! Come on. 2 more. Just like that. You ready? Exactly. What the deal, everybody? My name's Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it. Boom! I won't want you to miss it. Meet me in New Orleans, February 9th, 2025. Wear your best dress too, even if you're watching from home. Let's go. Yay! That's what I'm talking about, man. Now we can get to it for real. Come on, you gotta make sure you catch him with the hands open like that. We running real routes.
Now, unless you're on Cloud 10 under a rock, how you heard the motherfucking word? What's good, y'all? It's yours truly. Once again, HeartBreak Ace. Familiar with my content or not, hit that like, comment, subscribe so the algorithm gets breaking content every time I upload. You know, I've been dealing with algorithm system comments since I started YouTube. So we've been talking like 6 months. And you already know algorithm don't like that if you're familiar with my channel. And if you are familiar with my channel, you know, because he don't like me, I don't like the algorithm. I always beat him up every chance I get. But I'm off him. His sister just like, people don't know what to do with me, Ace. But the reason why I love you so much is because since day one, I ain't really had to tell you how to deal with me. You just know. Why is that? Like, how you know? I had to tell her. You had a lot, crush, try to steal your heart. Never really had luck, couldn't never figure out how to love. How to love. But nah, topic of discussion while we here, man. First off, man, shout out to my GOAT, one of the GOATs, Lil Wayne. Second off, you saw the beginning of my video, the intro, and you also saw the title. So you know what this is about. Kendrick Lamar will be performing at the Super Bowl 59, which is held in New Orleans. Of course, the problem with that situation is, well, congrats to him first, because I'm not a hater, even though I'm a Drake fan. Congrats to him still. Because we get our black people of the culture performing at these Super Bowl. That's phenomenal. I love to see it. However, the problem at hand, of course, everybody, unless you've been under a rock and don't know about this, everybody feel away about it. And they should, including myself, because Kendrick Lamar was chosen to perform at the Super Bowl 59. But Lil Wayne is still one of the living GOATs today. He's from New Orleans. He even dressed from the last Super Bowl how he want to be performing for the Super Bowl. He addressed this already. So people feel like he got slighted or snubbed and felt like he should have been chosen for this. And of course, you know, one of my GOATs, which is Jay-Z, he got some type of ownership in the NFL. So, of course, you know, people felt like he was being petty because his long-going beef with Birdman, that Jay-Z was being petty and decided to choose Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne. Before I even give you my breakdown on that situation, the task at hand is Nicki Minaj, amongst others. Everybody addressed how they felt about it. Master P, pretty much everybody. Especially the Young Money, Cash Money. Birdman, Drake, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj sent some tweets out directly to Jay-Z, saying exactly how she felt about it. When she did that, Stephen A had a whole rant on his platform going at Nicki Minaj. And she responded. But before we get into any of all that I just explained, I'm gonna let y'all hear from one of the GOATs himself, Lil Wayne, on how he felt from getting snubbed from the Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, 2025, over Kendrick Lamar. So you already know what we doing. My boy Lil Wayne feeling sad right now. I told him it's cool, go sit home, smoke your bud, get your coochie money weed like you like to do. If the op on the block, I got him. So you already know what we doing. If you scared, please stay home. Let's spin the block.
I say forgive me for the delay. Just the delay. I want to say I had the first of all, I had to get strength. I had to get strength enough to do this without breaking. I must say thank you. I must say thank you to every voice, every opinion, all the care, all the love and the support out there. Is your words turned into arms and it held me up when I try to fall back. That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about, a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. And for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that. But I thought that was nothing, I thought that was nothing better than that spot and that stage and that platform in my city. And so it hurt a whole lot. But y'all are fucking amazing. It made me feel like shit not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like shit, you guys reminded me that I ain't shit without y'all. And that's an amazing reality. So, like I said, it broke me. And I'm just trying to put me back together. But my God, you all helped me. Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family, just my homies on sports television, everybody repping me. I really appreciate that. I really do. I feel like I let all of y'all down by not getting that opportunity. But I'm working on me, and I'm working. So, thank you.
All right, y'all, we back a little 5-minute swerve, man. I just put gas in. I ain't even get the op yet. We're gonna have to spin the block again, probably. But listen, shout out to the GOAT Lil Wayne, man. That's how you answer with maturity. He blamed himself for not being mentally stable for getting let down. But then again, you gotta understand, like, especially since Jay-Z been running the Super Bowl show and all of that, people of the culture been performing at these Super Bowls, all these different states. I mean, when Dr. Dre did it, you get what I'm saying? People getting all the honor to do it close to the area where they from. Lil Wayne is definitely one of the GOATs. Definitely. From any generation. Like, he started a whole new wave. Ever since the Carter 1, he been that guy. It's safe to say his signees like Drake surpassed him, but Lil Wayne's still one of them guys, for sure. And a lot of people blaming Jay-Z for this because they feel like, there's been a long-going beef with Jay-Z and Birdman. They even took shots at each other on songs back in the day. Lil Wayne even, of course, taking up for Birdman, his dad, he sent shots at Jay-Z. Talking about lady money, kidnap your lady money. That, he said something to him in the Carter 4. Now, of course, Jay-Z responded with the I got the keys verse with Future. which is ironic because they even had a little beef. But a lot of people, because of that situation, they feel like Jay-Z did that to be petty. Because, you know, Drake and Kendrick are beefing at the moment. But I don't see it that way. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of the biggest fans, pause, of Hov. That's one of my goats. He's number one to me, but he's not my only goat, but he's number one to me. But so of course, like, I know how he is. Like, that could be true. He got like that Sagittarius, spontaneous nature. If y'all ever had tension with Jay-Z and he just got an ultimate hustler mind, y'all call him a hater, but I simply seen he ain't gonna never let you one up him. He gonna always take control of any situation when it come to y'all. Cause he wanna always be in a position to be better than you or more prepared than you are. And of course that come with the resources like money and all of that. He always been that way from me watching him growing up. That's a fact. So I can understand why people would say that. But what they gotta understand is this. Jay-Z might run the Super Bowl show and all that, whatever, but he don't have the last say-so of the candidates that's gonna perform at the Super Bowl. He don't make that decision. Unfortunately for him, he always take the risk of trying things first or setting trends. And this is what this is. He's a black man from the streets of Brooklyn, used to sell drugs, and now he part owner in the NFL. He running the Super Bowl. That's huge. That's huge. Pause. That's huge. But he don't get the last say so in that. He can address how he feel about certain people. That's true. And maybe he did say something about it, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Because he know the culture better than anybody. And he know how huge that would have been if Lil Wayne was performing that. He know how that would have been. And it ain't gonna make him look bad because he's part owner. So if Lil Wayne was chosen for that, they would have bigged up Jay-Z. Even though Jay-Z don't make that decision, they would have gave Jay-Z all the clout for that. And Jay-Z know that. Trust me, he the ultimate businessman. He know that. So for all the people that don't know the full business about things, y'all need to fall back in what y'all saying because he don't even get to choose this shit. And to make matters worse, the state of New Orleans, Louisiana, they have the say so of who's gonna perform at the Super Bowl. And New Orleans chose Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne. They said Lil Wayne was a candidate, but they chose Kendrick Lamar over him, which is crazy. But I get it, because Lil Wayne is a GOAT, for sure. But if we talking the Super Bowl, Lil Wayne is the GOAT because of the way he can do with this rap shit. But he don't really have a lot of songs of that type of substance to perform at the Super Bowl. Unless he dig in his Q3 bag with songs like Tie My Hands and Shooter. If he do songs like Tie My Hands and all that, that'll work. He got songs that can work, but you already know how they want to do with the America Strong BS. So Kendrick, perfect for that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, because a lot of people don't know the whole situation with that, which I still think Jay-Z could have probably, and maybe he did, who knows? He probably addressed his feelings about not to do that, to add Lil Wayne to this. And Lil Wayne probably still be added to the show. I just feel like he should have been the headliner, and if you want to add Kendrick. Especially the beef going on with Drake and Kendrick. So it just looked weird, man. So, you know, Nicki Minaj, as I said earlier, she had something to say about it. So you already know what we doing. I'm gonna spin the block again, man, because the op there, he told me Nicki was out there writing tweets and she had a lot to say about people. So we gonna go through this and see what she had to say. Let's spin the block again. Let me try to get y'all my Nicki Minaj voice right quick, man.
Ooh, child. The 90 young black man, what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego? Your hatred for Birdman. Jake and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, the GOAT. Nola was good. Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out. A white man. Shit said. House nigga teens. But it's good for them. No loyalty.
Had to stop, let the window down. Just had to let y'all hear what Nicki had to say in the tweet about Hov. She went crazy on Hov, for real. Like, crazy. She just sending shots. But it's gonna bite her in the ass if it come out not to be how she thought it was. You know, the industry been fake for real for a very long time. All these people pretending to be friends and be cool with each other. This definitely the age of Aquarius. My horoscope, and I love it. Because now everybody's true colors is showing. Especially after the Kendrick and Drake beef. Everybody been showing their true colors of how they feel about each other in the industry. So it's divided, but it always been divided. They just had fake ass propaganda that they was selling because of their label. They all these niggas together in some type of conglomerate, and they really don't like each other at all. 95% of this shit is fake. Most of these niggas can't stand each other. Every guy using their ego want to be number one, including the females, which is crazy because it's just black on black crime for the most part. For the most part. But that tweet about Hov rubbed somebody the type of way. Rest in peace to homie Quan. But somebody felt a type of way about that tweet. Another New York native, which is Stephen A. from First Take, ESPN. He got his own platform now as well. And he just recently inked the $100 million deal. Just being a reporter, journalist that he do. But he good at his job, I give him that. Even though he be on some coonery a lot. But he felt the way about what Nicki Minaj had to say. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said. Now, excuse me, if you know Stephen A, so you know his real voice, but the clips I got, you know, for copyright purposes, I had to kind of like chipmunk his voice a little bit, but it's still very clear to hear, y'all gonna hear exactly what he said. So I'm gonna roll the winner back up, and I gotta still go on the block to find the op. So you know what we doing. If you scared, go ahead and get out of the car now. Be like Trey for Boys in the Hood. Dope boy, let me out. Let me out. Cause we spinning the block for weekend. Let's spin the block again.
I'm pretty pissed off. Jay-Z is my boy. Make no mistake about it. That's my dog right there. If he were wrong, I wouldn't say much. If he's right, I'd have more to say. But under no circumstances am I gonna be quiet when you talking about him like that, Nicki Minaj. What the hell was that? What's that about? Respectfully, that's some bullshit. It really, really is. That's just beyond the pale. Masterpiece open letter, no harm, no foul. Lil Wayne's your man. You're a New Orleans native, he's a New Orleans native. I get that part. You think he should have been there? I happen to know he was on the list. I happen to know he was given consideration, but Kendrick Lamar is arguably the hottest thing out right now. Not like us, that single, man. I mean, everybody going off about that. She was off the chain. We gotta call it what it is. Now, it wasn't great for Drake, but Drake is still big time. He still got his followers. He still got people that love the hell out of him because he's phenomenal. He's fantastic. Ain't nobody here trying to throw no shade on Drake. But Kendrick Lamar right now is that dude. Right now, say this about my own. I respect your work. I respect what you've accomplished. Who else you gonna get in a beef with? Lil' Kim, Mariah Carey, Cardi B, Gucci Mane. I'm just looking at all of this stuff. Taylor Swift. Every time we turn around, Demi Lovato. Every time we turn around, it's something, Nicki. You disagree with the decision, you got to talk about the brother like that? And why are we talking about Jay-Z like he's some damn sellout or something? Need I remind y'all, all the hip-hop artists, all the R&B people that have been performing at Super Bowl halftime over the last few years since he's been involved since 2019, Did I not read some of these names to you? The Who, Coldplay, and people like that? You know how hard it is?
Them motherfuckers ain't here to buy no mandingos. They wants that girl.
Steven, what the hell are you talking about?
They playing your ass for a fool, is what I'm talking about.
All right, y'all, we back, man. I think the op was on the block for real, bro, but I think I got his brother. I don't even think I got him. I'm gonna go spin the block again to make sure. But anyway, as much as see, I'm a grown man, so especially if I don't know you, you ain't gonna ever hear me come out my mouth saying I hate you or being jealous, ever. But Stephen A. Smith, it's a bittersweet thing with me when it comes to him. Because I admire his ambition, work ethic, his success, being from our culture, a black person, and sometimes even on his broadcast, he speak on black problems. I big him up. However, the term fake it till you make it, he does that to the finest. Everybody call him Mr. Coonery. You know Samuel L. Jackson nigga. He's still a nigga, but he trying to play the other nigga because he can get motherfucking, he can sit on the porch with Master and eat chicken and cornbread. Well, you just get cornbread. So, you know, he telling on all the niggas. That's Stephen A. Smith. Just to get an extra piece of chicken. Now, however, me saying that, when it comes to this situation, I gotta agree with him. And I love Nicki. To me, Nicki Minaj is the greatest female rapper of all time. I'm sorry. It's a lot of other people from back in the day, but they can't touch Nicki when it comes to rapping. That's just what it is. Because before she came in the game, my all-time favorite was Lauryn Hill. Maybe it's because of my New Jersey bias, whatever. But I used to be Lauryn Hill was my favorite. But when it comes to lyrical rap right now, Nicki Minaj can't be touched. I mean, some guys can't even fuck with her. This is the facts. So I always been a fan of Nicki Minaj. When it comes to the new age, my favorite is Lotto. For the young, for the youth. That's just my opinion. Care how you feel about it. That's just who I like. But anyway, I'ma really hate to say this. What he was saying in this situation was true. Other than your album, when your name come up, it's always controversy, Nicki. Always. My problem with this situation is this though. Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, this is the Super Bowl, so you can tie it into why you had to address it, because it is the Super Bowl. You do sports for ESPN. So you can kind of use that as the backbone of why you even address this situation. However, the source of this situation is hip-hop. You part of the culture, but this topic don't have anything to do with you. And the fact that it's a female, which is Nicki Minaj, who was signed to Lil Wayne, who made her who she is today, as well as Drake, as well as Birdman, which is all the people that address this situation. Women deal with emotions different than men. Especially somebody that's dead at her heart, like Lil Wayne. And it's safe to say she always had tension with Jay-Z and them. She know. She was signed, she still is, Cash Money, so she know the behind the scenes situation between Birdman and Jay-Z. She know. So let her say what she want to say, Stephen A. You target her out of all the people that said something. And you was like, yeah, Master P and them, the letter, and they was respectful, whatever, man. If she wasn't respectful in that situation, that's cool. Let the person that she said that to address that. Even though if you familiar with my guy Hov, he not really going to address that. And if he do, it's going to be a long time later when you might have forgot about it. And he going to do it in the most slick, witty way. That's Jay-Z. But he not going to really address that situation. So if he not even going to address it, the person she was talking to, why do you feel the need that you had to go on your platform when you know you got millions of people watching you? Because they love you now for ESPN. It's a fact. I do too. I just hate the cornery stuff you do. But for the most part, man, we love Stephen A. Why do you feel the need to go on your platform to say anything about Nicki Minaj when there was a million people that had something to say about this situation? You singled out the woman. It made it look like a real punk move. And that's the problem in this. You ain't had nothing to do with this. Even though you was right with what you said, you didn't have nothing to do with this. And if you was going to address Nicki Minaj, you should address everybody that said something. Regardless if they said it in a respectful way or not. You should address everybody that was going to say something. Even though you was right. You can't really call Jay-Z a sellout because he did take all the risks. That's how he became a billionaire. He was the nigga that take all the risks first. Before we think it's cool to do. He opened the door for us to do that. He always been like that. Even though he mainly do it to benefit himself too, that's true. But come on. I want to be successful. This is my path. At the same time though, I'm going to make a way for y'all. But it's still my path. So you can't be mad at that. Because if anybody was in Jay-Z's shoes and was able to do it the way he was going to do it, y'all do the same thing. This not me being biased. I'm being real as a father. Him as a husband. So that's my problem with that situation. Even though you was right, it should never been mentioned at all. You targeted Nicki Minaj. Out of all the people that had something to say, you targeted a woman that's gonna be emotional about this situation, as she should. So you already know. She had something to say back to him. But when she said something back to him, she kept trolling and kept trolling and kept trolling him. From the time we're making this video, Stephen A has yet to respond to it. But I'm gonna let you hear what Nicki Minaj had to say. Well, I'm gonna read the tweets what Nicki Minaj said to Stephen A. Smith. So you know what it is. This might be the last time though. Cause I'm gonna make sure I get the op instead of his brother this time. So you already know what we're doing. Let's spin the block again.
Oh look y'all, another paid Laffy Taffy alien who only comes off his knees to turn around and back that ass up. Left my fucking ass up. Stefan, we don't care. I'm telling you right now, we don't care. If I say more, it'll be your fault. Sit down, ugly. Steven, wasn't you just moaning and groaning on live in your bedroom? Laughing my fucking ass off. And since we here in women's business, ladies, where should men just shave their forehead? Should it take its normal course, like sassy and sassy? Or should you look into lace fronts? All I need is a pair of clippers for that half bowl head, and I'ma have sassy and sassy tail self running, bitch. Zzz, come here tonight.
Alright y'all, we back, man. We spent the block for the last time for sure. Cause I saw the op on the block, and this time we got him. Now like she said herself, Stephen A, you brought it on yourself. You said something. If I keep going, it's gonna be your fault. You should have left that alone. Like I mentioned earlier. That situation, out of all people, we can understand why Nicki Minaj has something to say about that. Even though she always getting in beef with everybody and their mama. We understand that. But in this situation, you gotta let her do her thing, man. You got to. in this situation. She tied to everybody. She tied to everybody involved. And at one point, her and Beyonce was like this before Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion got to like this. It was like that. And then she flipped, and Beyonce cool with Cardi. See what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of slick play that's going on for years. So you can say what you want to say about it. That's how I feel. I don't like a lot of answers that Nicki Minaj come with, but her being who she is and running this shit like she can, being better than most of these men in this, she been targeted a lot. It's behind the scenes shit that we ain't gonna see, but they don't give her enough credit as they should. She just got a huge fan base and always did. The Barbs. Some of them niggas that want to be like her. That's how big her fan base is. But I ain't gonna just let her get away with murder. In this situation, I can't even be mad at her. And my GOAT is Jay-Z. But, like I said, he could have had a say-so in it, but he don't get the last word about who be in the Super Bowl. He don't have no control over that. He got some type of ownership in it, but the white people still own the NFL in its entirety. And like I said, whatever state they're playing at, they pretty much get the last decision on that as well. Agreeing with the NFL about who they're gonna think that should perform for their state. So we have to, if we're gonna say something to anybody, it'll be the state of Louisiana, for the most part. NFL, minus Jay-Z, if you ask me. But you, grown or not grown, you entitled to feel however you want to feel. It's a free world and a freedom of speech that we should be entitled to have. So I'm giving you mine. And I don't feel like people should be going crazy at Hope like that. But of course, he's so successful, like they're gonna always say something about him. No matter how much good he's gonna do, they're gonna always say something bad about him. That's just the reality of the world. Maybe one day, hopefully one day, like I see that happening in the world. Like that Kendrick Lamar song that just came out. Let the party die and all that. The thing that kills me about Kendrick Lamar, that song that he just released, that's how I think on an everyday basis. I'm a very spiritual person. I see the world, I think, in the fifth dimension. I'm not stuck in 3D with this. I practice meditation. I practice reaching my higher self. I talk to my higher self. Because some people call it crazy, whatever. But I represent that same cloth that he representing. But I'm not a fan of Kendrick, which is crazy. I just feel like he don't really practice what he preach. And it's crazy because that song, Let the Party Die, with the beat-up Air Forces on the cover art, when everybody thought he was sending a million shots at Drake, he was sending some shots at Drake, but that wasn't the meaning of that song. But that's the type of, that's my mental every day since a youngin', before I could even understand what that meant, what he was saying in that song. Trying to break this shit down and start over. And I gotta take out Drake because Drake is the forefront of the new hip hop. And he been like that since he been in the game. But I'm taking Drake out because instead of trying to change his with me, he fall into propaganda or the sexy rays and all of that. Instead of growing and maturing and being a real inspiration for the youth and the new world of unity and love. That's what that song was really basically about. All this bullshit, party shit, everybody on the same shit. This a hoe, she a hoe, hot girl summer, all this. Let's destroy this shit and rebuild it. I don't want to do this to you, Drake, but I have to because you are the forefront of this shit. That's basically what that song was. And even though I'm a Drake fan, I gotta agree with that. I have to. Because other than the female songs, as long as you've been in the game, Drake, it's time to give us some substance, man. It's time to tell the people a new way of living, bro. I feel that. You have yet to even give an album like that. Don't care about the sales because you're a Drake. And if you come out with the raps, it's still gonna go, bro. Because you got so many songs. When you do a show, you still can perform all your old little clubby songs, but you can drop a whole album of a real classic, undeniable to any hip-hop fan, even if they're a hater of you. A classic that even Kendrick Lamar got to admit that it was a classic, whether he wants to or not. That's what you have to do. So, Kendrick Lamar always made songs like that. The We Gonna Be Alright, all of that. So that's kind of like the decision made for him to be at the Super Bowl. And of course, I don't like it, but they're not like us, been going crazy. They want to see him perform that. It's effed up and petty because he performed it in New Orleans. And he calling Drake a PDF. And that's why I don't like the song, but he gonna be doing that in New Orleans, where Lil Wayne is from. And that's what makes everybody want to be mad about it. I get it. I get it. Unfortunately for Wayne, though, he don't have that type of songs that like that. Even though he's great, he don't have that. And that's the only thing he's really missing. And Drake ain't did it in a while. And that's what Drake is missing. Drake ain't even made a full album like that. So, to me, through this whole beef, Drake's biggest mistake is him being too cool, want to be friends, and want to admit that first person shooter was Drake's biggest mistake, man. Because he was trying to put the big three together. He wanted to be cool with Kendrick. He wanted bygones be bygones. And J. Cole, he wanted to have all three of them together and say biggest to what? All them three together would have been biggest to. And that would have been a great look, man. I wish they could have worked that out, man. Them three together would have been beautiful. But that was his biggest mistake. I swear. Because that song initiated the Like That, and everything transpired out after that. And it's ironic because he was trying to be together with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. But that song initiated all of this shit that's going on with Drake right now. So I know he hating this. He really hates himself right now. He should have just scratched that damn song. Even though it was hot. He should have scratched that song, bro. Because after Kendrick Lamar agreed to not to do it, you could have just made a whole nother song with J. Cole. And you did, because you had it on For All the Dogs, the deluxe, which you don't even make deluxe. That was your first time making deluxe because people said it wasn't rappy enough, like you lost it. So you came back with like 8 other songs, and you had J. Cole in 2 of those songs. You could have just used one of those songs for All the Dogs. You should have just scratched that song in its entirety. Because Kendrick Lamar didn't want to get on it. And all of this transpired because of that. All of this. And even though I agree with Kendrick on that song that he just made, you made a whole commercial talking about no round 2, want to be slick with Drake and all of that. But then you come back out with a song dissing the nigga again. Like, you can't just win about it. You trying to destroy this nigga whole career, this nigga whole life. And if you are who you say you are and stand up for what you believe in, just like you, he got kids in the family too. This was a rap beef. That nigga wasn't trying to destroy your whole life and career. You trying to destroy this nigga whole life and career like he don't have a family too. And that's why I don't agree with Kendrick at. Because what he say he stand for, as a man of that type of stature, he would never do that to another man. Not on no fucking rap beef. Especially when the nigga try to be cool with you since day one. In case anybody forgot. Even though you done came out with mad diss on slick shit, controlling all of that, Drake still try to be cool with you since day one, bro. And that's why I don't agree with this shit at, bro. It's like, if there ain't no round 2s, then shut the fuck up. Shut up. You can do a little quick jab at Drake and all that in your songs. It's a free world. Just the same way he can do it. But if it ain't that, then shut the fuck up, bro. Either it's a round two or not. With my opinion on Drake, Drake shouldn't say another song about your ass unless you say something to him directly. And them little shots, don't make a full song about K-Dot. Do subliminals like he did with you in this song. But don't come with that clubby shit, man. Because I was so mad about that song, bro, because everything about that song is what I love. And the crazy part is, that's something that Drake would have did. That beat, that substance, he can get in that bag a lot. He did it before, like on Do Not Disturb. And that's what got me so upset with this nigga Drake, bro. Like, he losing it. You supposed to be getting better. But you cannot hate on Kendrick on that song. That shit is, that's better than all them songs to me from the beef. Not Like Us, it's a club bang and all that, but it's, I don't like that PDL shit. That's just corny. And you performing it in New Orleans. I don't like that. But that song was phenomenal type of music. So, you know, that's just my opinion about this whole little situation, man. Now, you know, however y'all feel is how y'all feel. Just leave a comment down below, let me know. Now, as always, this world keeps showing me every day and showing y'all what I always say, love each other. Till the next time, when I pop out and show niggas, nah, it's HeartBreak.